Hey guys, my name is Ryan.
And my name is Miska.
And welcome to Overwatch Central. Yes, we know there's been a lot of Doomfist videos made recently, but we couldn't really resist making this one though, as we were just having way too much fun finding these weird glitches and bugs surrounding Doomfist and trying them out for ourselves. So we wanted to share the hilarity, as it's just a matter of time before a lot of these changes are going to be patched out of the game and gone forever. But as you're watching a video before or after, do let us know if you've experienced any weird Doomfist glitches or bugs that you want to tell us about in the comments below. It's a good opportunity to make a joke or a meme as well if you want. We may even pin a comment, who knows. But anyway, here are 3 hilarious Doomfist glitches and bugs that made us at least crack up.
First up on our list, we have Ultimate into Out of Bounds. This is one you might actually not have seen before or even heard of, as it rarely happens in Overwatch nowadays. There used to be some more out of bounds glitches back in the day, and there still are a couple, like the classic one on Eichenwald, which I'm sure all of you have seen at this point. But Doomfist actually has quite a lot of these, and you can even almost exploit these to get into the enemy spawn as well on certain maps. Either way, the way it works is essentially that the ultimate can bring you to out of bounds areas without actually killing you. What this results in is Doomfist just walking around the map in areas he shouldn't be in, and just floating at times. A lot of the out of bounds areas with Doomfist are just kind of pointless to be in, but still fun to look at and discover for yourself. So on a bunch of the control maps you can get into the enemy spawn if you just sort of fall down or jump down underneath the spawn ship, uppercut up, and then use your ultimate to get inside. The first time I saw this ultimate, I sort of felt like this was gonna happen at some point, that you were gonna be able to use this ult to get to areas you weren't supposed to be in, or just to break the game in some other way, and lo and behold, here it is. Either way, I suggest you go and try this out yourself, as it's kind of fun to discover the different parts of the maps that you don't usually see, and just see everything from a different angle. It's a bit of a fun glitch to do, and the first time I saw the way to get into the spawn ships on the control maps, I did just burst out into laughter, as I thought it was just a matter of time before someone would have found this. So yeah, a really interesting glitch, lots of places to do it in. Go try it out yourself, it's pretty easy to do.
Our second clip is probably the most common that we've seen around. It's quite easy to replicate, and it's called ledge boosting. Now I remember seeing, after literally a day after Doomfist was launched, clips of players like Tavik and Seagull just bouncing off of these sort of corners, these awkward angles, and going flying into the air. How it works is these are objects that you tend to fall down or bounce off. Say if you're a Pharah and you're stood on these objects, you'll slope down. You won't be able to stand on there to get jetpack fuel back. But because of the momentum and velocity that you move up with your fist, you just basically ricochet and bounce off them like you're a pinball and go flying into the air. This happens on a few set maps in some particular places, but it can just happen off a lot of random objects. It's really hard to replicate in some areas, whereas some, it's just find a decent slope and bounce off of it and maybe catch somebody in the air whilst you're up there. I'm honestly waiting for that Reddit play where one of these catches an ult and fire out the sky. That would definitely get my upvote. This is something that you might be able to try, but I will warn you, this is probably going to get patched fairly quickly.
And finally, we have the uppercut into Seismic Slam that can get Doomfist's enemies killed after he has died. It sounds really weird, but it's going to be very, very easy to understand after you see us do it here. This is a really fun one to do, and I think the funniest one out of these 3 at least, as Doomfist's body just sort of, as you can see here, is thrown on top of his enemy. So what you do is that you first do an uppercut, and then you do that into Seismic Slam mid-air, as you can do. But the main thing is that you want the enemy to be at the end of the cone, because similar to Reinhardt's Earth Shatter, this ability also works in the way that it pulses outwards. It doesn't hit the whole area all at once. It looks really funny though, and all these moments where you sort of kill each other at the exact same time in Overwatch are really funny. It happens a lot with heroes like Hanzo or other projectile heroes that have a bit of travel time, where you and the person you were shooting both kill each other at the same time. So yeah, this is sort of another example of that, but I think this one is unintended. But like I said, I'd like to imagine it as Doomfist's body weight or the gauntlets just sort of finishing the enemy off. But this is definitely my favorite Doomfist glitch or bug. There are many more that we haven't even listed here, as we said earlier. But yeah, that does conclude this list of hilarious bugs for Doomfist.
And that's it for this time. Thank you very much for watching. That's all of the Doomfist glitches that we found as of right now, but I'm sure there's many more out there that haven't been discovered just yet. If you do want to share your favourite Doomfist glitches or moments, then please do so in the comments below. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and want to see more stuff as well. And until next time, take care. We'll see you then.